In 1968, surgeon Richard Hornberger collaborated with writer W.C. Hines to create the book called MASH, a novel about three Army doctors. This was based on his experiences with the 8055 Mobile Surgical Army Hospital during the Korean War. 2 years later, Robert Altman used the book as a basis for the movie about the fictional 4077 unit. 2 years after that, MASH came to life again in the form of an 11-season television series. Now, McLean Stevenson auditioned for the role of Hawkeye, but he was later convinced to take the role of Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake. Also, Robert Klein turned down the role of Trapper John. He denies that he regrets that decision, but I can't believe he doesn't regret that. Now, the part of Klinger was supposed to be only in one episode. He was actually supposed to be gay. Jamie Farr's character was changed to be heterosexual, who cross-dressed in an effort to try to get him kicked out of Korea. Now, allegedly, this whole idea came from the fact that comedian Lenny Bruce claimed the same thing, or claimed to be homosexual in an effort to get discharged from the Navy. Now, the writers and the executive producers didn't want the canned laugh track that you hear in the episodes, but CBS did not know how to do a comedy without that. But they finally decided to eliminate the laugh track during the operating room episodes. And as the series went on, the laugh track got quieter and quieter. When Henry Blake was killed off in the series, this is a real controversial thing to occur. That had never really happened before in a series where you kill one of the main characters off like that. And Alan Alda was actually the only actor in the entire set that knew the fate of what was going to happen to Henry Blake. All the actors got their scripts with the last page missing, and then on the final day of shooting, they were handed the last page, and they found out that Henry actually gets or dies in a helicopter crash. It only took them 2 takes to shoot that final scene, and they also got thousands of letters from people upset over the ending. The writers had some trouble coming up with names for people that were patients in the show, and at one point during season 6, they used the names of some infielders for the 1977 California Angels, and in season 7 they used some of the Los Angeles Dodger players from the 1978 team. Now, there was a boatload of soon-to-be Hollywood stars that made initial appearances as patients and other roles in the series MASH. One of them was Ron Howard. Another was Leslie Nielsen. Patrick Swayze played an injured soldier with leukemia. John Ritter was in it. Lawrence Fishburne. Pat Morita. George Wendt. And Shelley Long. The list goes on and on. You can view MASH's reruns and see a multitude of people that went on to be stars in Hollywood. The series finale is the most watched sitcom ending in television history. If you were watching television during that time in 1983, 77% of the people watching television were watching that on that night. Normally, when the series started, a 30-second run of a commercial was $30,000, and for that season finale, it was close to $500,000. Radar O'Reilly always had a teddy bear that he snuggled with at night and walked around with. Well, that teddy bear was lost for about 30 years until it suddenly turned up at an auction in 2005. A medical student bought it for $11,500, and he promptly sold it back to Gary Burkhoff, the guy that played Radar O'Reilly. Thank you so much for watching.